If you do not know how to meditate, do not even try to approach this seminar. May your day be good. Because if shitty, I don't want to hear about it. Good day, my children. This is not working. I need my... It is not in the center. But neither am I. Can I start now? Good. Hello, my children. This is the Sadhguru. Welcome to my channel. First of all, a disclaimer. Disinfect your hands. It is burning. Pretty much so. I have to go into a deep meditative state now. The burning is over. Thank you. Is it working? Stop lying on the ground and start working the camera. Or you can worship me later. Now you start working the camera. It is a pain in the ass to be an enlightened master. Because older people just continuously want to worship you. Get up, work that shit. Put on the lights, do anything. This is incredible. Why did you put something that is had alcohol in it? I feel completely intoxicated now. Are you Christian? Oh, you should burn in hell for putting this hand sanitizer with the alcohol here. So good. Thank you. Hello. I'm the Sadhguru. And I teach the wisdom of enlightenment through the power of melancholia, because life is suffering and we're all fucked anyway, so why not talk straight, yeah? And I want to welcome you to this Tantra course. This Tantra course will be about sacred sexuality in unification with the Western world. Western world, you know? With what you are. You like a deutsche Kartoffel or ein Weißbrot. This is what you are, probably. You probably are seeking for something that you can't really identify. It is just a big yearning inside of you. It says something like, is this enough? Is this the purpose of life? Am I what I'm doing? You know, functioning in the hamster wheel, going and going and going. Is this the purpose of my life? And I tell you, yes, it is. This video is mere escapism. You will not get anything from it because you are not willing to engage. You are not willing to fully throw yourself into a new experience, because from the moment you watch this video on, you're completely projecting all the memes from all the gurus that you know onto me. And I'm the one who is just holding it. I'm holding it very graceful, as you can see, because I'm an enlightened master. And that is mostly what enlightened masters do when they go public. So this video course for you will be about tantric sexuality, tantric unification, tantric, you know, the good old, it is just what it is. But many people, they don't know how to do it. The tantric word is a very ancient word coming from India, and this word, it means basically, it has a very long translation. If you translate it back into English, it means, it comes posing a question. So it poses the question, how can a man who has no stamina at all and who doesn't have a purpose in life and thinks that women are the most important thing, manipulate a woman who is convincible into having sexual exercising with him by telling her that the way she experiences orgasm will increase by practicing with him. This is basically the core of tantric philosophy. And it has been practiced now for millennia. What does that say about patriarchy? I don't want to answer this question. So let's come up with lesson 1. The core of Tantric transformation. It is paramount to not engage into any thought and behavior until full enlightenment is reached. See? It is simple. But now with Tantra, you do it in a couple because it just makes for this course to have more participants and more people participating and buying this course. Yeah. So in the Tantric traditions, you have the man and you have the woman. And then you tell them to do something together, and like this, probably it's more like this, and she's like, that is the first exercise. I tell you. Now, the first exercise, very simple. You find a woman. This might be already quite a challenge, and then you do ra 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 ra, and she do ra 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 ra, and you do again ra 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 ra, and she do ra 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 ra. These are the instructions. Is there any question? Good, that is a good question. So basically it is very simple, but you have to listen closely. When you have hair on your legs, then it is not good to make this exercise because the prana and the chi and all the the invisible energy life force stuff, it can get stuck in the hair on your legs. So you do not want to rub around too much. So yes, any other questions? No, women are just easily frustrated. No, this is their nature, you can't do anything about it. No, please, no relationship questions, I am in my Enlightened Mastermind group together with the ghost of Osho and the ghost of Maharishi and the ghost of Mahatma Gandhi and also the Dalai Lama pops by every once in a while when he has time off from negotiating peace with all the world leaders and smiling. None of them really like their relationship so much. Let me quote the Osho. He said, with meditation and deeply rooting yourself in the root of suffering and feeling it all, you can solve anything. But relationships, they will still be a catastrophe. The next lesson is pretty simple. Let me tell you a little story. When Shiva was sitting on Mount Kailash and meditating for 300 millennia, the only one who could make him stop meditate was Kali or Shakti. I think they are the same. I'm not that savvy in Indian mythology. When he was sitting there in meditation, meditating, the man was rooted. The man was rooted in his balls. The man was rooted in the roots of Mount Kailash. He was rooted in the earth. He was rooted in the beingness of just enjoying total bliss in nothingness. Then there comes Kali. She sees Shiva and she looks at him and she thinks, what a waste of breath. So she starts dancing around him, dancing around him, dancing around him. Very simple to imagine, like big blue goddess, equally big blue god, maybe green and blue, I don't know, who cares. So two big people, one sitting meditating and the other one completely disturbing, like jumping around, like throwing her dress away and rubbing her vajayjay around and around, rubbing herself against the Shiva person. And at one point he just wake up and he's like, what the fuck are you doing there? And this is when the world collapsed, because the world was completely held within the intent of Shiva. And then Shakti come and dance and dance and dance. You wake up, world. That is when humanity was created. Talking about the fact that all men are representatives of Shiva and all women are representatives of Shakti or Kali or whatever the real name is. And this is one thing you can take out from it. Shiva was perfectly fine until a woman arrived. So this might be a bit contradictory to doing a tantric course. First of all, to all the men, I have to say, fuck the women. Not in a literal way. Just, stop giving a shit. They will enforce their shit on you anyways. So you can give a little bit less of a shit. This in itself is a tantric experience. So if you are sitting in front of your PlayStation and you're completely invested into winning that race, this is a tantric experience as far as there is no woman around. This is lesson 2. I will welcome you back in next week. I hope that everybody has already put their payments onto my PayPal account. Otherwise, we will send our agents directly to your doorstep and we will negotiate that with you in a very direct and straight manner. Thank you very much. This is the Sadhguru signing off. Remember, life is suffering and we're all fucked anyway. And subscribe to my channel. And then something completely different happened.